My name is Jade and welcome to Jaded's Journey. First, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all your kind, motivational words you've been putting in my comments. Sometimes I go back and just read them just to get through certain workouts, so thank you so much for that. This video is just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better as far as my history with my eating and my weight loss and all that stuff, and then what my goals are, and also to answer some of the questions that I've been reading in my comments. So I am 5'7". My highest weight was somewhere around 450, 440. I'm not sure. My highest recorded weight on a scale was 431, I think it was. When I first started my journey, that's what the scale read before Thanksgiving. And like I said in all my other videos, basically I ate most of the Thanksgiving leftovers by myself. So it was probably higher when I actually started my journey on December 10th. My current weight right now, since the last time I weighed myself, it was around 417.8. I am going to weigh myself again on Monday, and I'm kind of nervous to see what it says. My goal weight is to be around 175, 165-ish. I don't know. If I'm 180 and I'm happy, I'll stick with it. And if I'm 165 and I realize, no, this is not what I want yet, then I'll continue to go down to 150 or 155. I don't know. I've never been slim, so I don't know what my goal weight is. I've been overweight since I was 8, or at least that's when I remembered somebody saying something about my weight. I used to have to walk to elementary school, and they had asked my mom, you know, how does she get to school? And then she was like, oh yeah, she walks. And they were like, good, she needs it. Also, kids in school started making fun of me. Kids at my church started making fun of me. I just kept noticing different things that people were commenting about my weight, and never me mentally thinking that I had an issue. So what motivated me to start my journey? Like I said, since I was 8, I wanted to lose weight. 20 years later, I'm still wanting to lose weight. So it's something that I've never really had for myself. And as the years go by, it seems like that goal or that dream is further and further away, and it's because I'm keep getting bigger and bigger, so it's going to take longer and longer for me to lose the weight. To simply put it, I don't want to be this size. I don't want to be big, and it's not just because, oh, I'm big. It's because of little and big things that I've noticed, and also has been a result of my weight. Some of the little things, like clothes that used to fit me 6 months to a year ago don't fit me anymore. Last year when I was going through the nursing program, I had to get special ordered scrubs for clinical, and most scrubs only go as high as 5X, and 5X is very rare to find. So I was wearing scrubs that were really, really tight on me, to the point where they didn't go up my butt, and I had to take a long undershirt to wear, plus my top that was also tight. And it's embarrassing to walk around and knowing people can see the bulges of where your fat is sticking out. It's just really embarrassing, you know, to walk around that way. Another little thing was like climbing up my stairs. I live in a 2-story house where I have to climb up the stairs to get to my room. And that was so painful, just going up the stairs, holding the railing and really putting your weight on. Like, I knew something it's just progressively getting worse for me at this point. So I really wanted to make a change. Some of the big changes, well, all the medical conditions I've gotten. So in just the past few years, I've always had PCOS. I learned about that 10 years ago when I was 18. So I have PCOS. That was a major contributor to me gaining weight and all that. December of 2017, like the last day of December 31st, I was diagnosed with hypertension. I have high cholesterol. Also, when the most recent visit I had with my doctor, they're like, whoa, your kidneys look like they're not doing so good. And it's not like I have a kidney condition, but my levels were higher than they were supposed to be. as far as my creatinine in my bun and everything. And they're like, yeah, you have to really watch that. With everything that was going on inside my body, I knew I had to make a change. So that's one of the major reasons that motivated me. So the other thing is kind of embarrassing. It's huge to me, but it's kind of embarrassing. I broke my bed last year. So a week or two before I decided to make my weight loss change, I broke my bed. And it's a wood bed, and it's strong and everything. And it has wood on the bottom of it, like that goes across. Everything's screwed in, and I broke it. Like the whole thing. Like it's sideways now. So that's really embarrassing, but I'm gonna show y'all. So I don't know if y'all can see it clearly, but the paint can is even bent now. And it's only been like a month and a half since it's been broke. Well, a little bit more than a month and a half, like 2 months since it's been broken. I have my old literature book, and there goes the bed. And you see the bed is below this wood frame where it's not supposed to be. So of course my bed is leaning sideways. Noticing all these things and having all these things going on at the same time, and they were all really basically stemming from my weight. Personally, for me, in my life, when it comes to being overweight, I feel like I am stuck in my body and I'm not living. And every time I get a chance to do something, I always think first, oh, my weight. Like I want to travel, oh, my weight. I'm going to take up more than one seat on the airplane. I would try to avoid any situation that would make me feel embarrassed. For example, like my friend would say, hey, let's go out. Let's go to the club, or let's go and do something. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to a lounge. I would say no, because I'm always waiting until when I lose weight, when I feel more confident in my own skin for me to go out. And I couldn't feel that way, you know, being my size. And I know people are going to say, okay, it's about loving yourself. It's about doing all these things. But I do love myself enough to be real with myself. I don't like being big. I don't like the feeling. I don't like all this. And I feel like if I don't like it, I need to make a change. Just like I didn't like that I didn't graduate college, and I went to school and I did it. And if I can do that, I can accomplish this. I can lose this weight with that same type of dedication. So I stopped waiting for life to change and actually made efforts to make it change. So someone wanted me to address emotional and stressful eating. And before I started my journey, me and food, the relationship that we had was horrible. I honestly didn't need an excuse to eat. I would just eat all the time. When I'm stressed, I eat. When I'm happy, I eat. I found any excuse to put food in my mouth. And it got to the point where when people would I actually hate when people tell me what to eat. Because that's basically what my mom and people that I don't even know who saw me used to always trying to tell me to do. Oh, you need to eat this. You need to eat that. And like when I'm at home eating, my mom would be like, oh, you shouldn't eat that. You shouldn't eat that. In the middle of me eating. And it used to piss me off to the point where I would just get food and sneakily eat it. Like I'll get from the kitchen, or I would not eat all day until everybody goes to bed and then stuff my face at night. Just so I can avoid people telling me, trying to control how I was eating. Like, I know the stuff was bad for me, and I know, but when I'm in that mode of I want food, I don't think about what's good or what's bad. I think of what's going to satisfy this hunger, you know? And people think it's really easy just to say, okay, I'm going to go in the kitchen and eat this, eat that, it's that. No, it took me a while for me to get out of that mindset. Even before I started my journey, the first thing I really did was try to understand why I ate. And I ate just to satisfy and pushed out any feelings. I ate just for the hell of it. I ate to satisfy a hunger. I ate because I was emotional. I ate because of everything. And so it became a priority of, instead of trying to figure out how to lose weight, trying to figure out how to change my relationship with food. Before I even started my weight loss journey, I started to really think about how my relationship with food was. And then shortly after I started my weight loss journey, I started finding different tools that has worked for me. For example, the first thing that really helped me get to the point where I am now is to really think about it. Like, really sit there and think about it. The stress and emotions you feel them every day. You feel stress every day, you feel emotions. So those feelings are temporary. You're not going to feel it all day long. You're not going to feel like, even if you're in an argument with somebody and you really hate that person at that moment, or you really hate what's going on in that moment, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go eat. If you eat, if you don't eat, that feeling goes away, or that feeling subsides even a little bit. You understand? So the food, like eating, doesn't really relieve anything. It doesn't. It doesn't make anything feel better because it's going to go away anyway. So you eating really doesn't change the situation. It doesn't change your feelings, because it's A, you're either going to still be upset with that person or with that situation, or B, you're not going to feel the same way about the situation or the person in like 30 minutes to an hour. The other thing that I've noticed that has really helped me change my way of eating is that I used to binge eat a lot. Us as humans, we are a creature of habit. You know how when you eat, you stuff your face, you feel full, like you're about to throw up, and then you start doing that self-hate, that breaking your own spirit down and all that stuff. I hated that feeling. If you binge eat all your life, that's your comfort zone. You become comfortable with the situation, and you binge eat, you feel horrible, but you still do it because that's your comfort level at that point. It's just the same way as you're in a relationship with the person who's not good for you. You know that person's not good for you, but you stay in that relationship because that's who you know. That's your comfort zone. No matter what's going on, that's your comfort zone, so you stay in the relationship, right? I didn't want to do that. That's why I broke up with the person I was with. And two, that's why I broke up with food the way I did. So more about my weight loss now that I am in the process of losing weight. So I was asked, why don't I go to the gym? One, a gym membership is expensive. $10 a month, yes. If you're not working and you just finished school, it's expensive. Two, I've had gym memberships before. I've had the Planet Fitness like gold membership where you get like that $20 black card and you can invite people with you. I just got it just in case I had anybody to invite. So I've had that membership card before, and I've had it for like 2 years straight, and I was paying annual fees and monthly membership fees, and I just wasn't going. So having a gym membership wasn't enough motivation for me to just like go to the gym. I will eventually go to the gym after I feel like my home workout's not working for me. But me getting into the mentality of working out is a priority for me. This is what working out at home is doing for me. If I have the drive and the stamina to work out at home, then I can do it in the gym later on. And plus, at my weight, a lot of the equipment I can't even get on at the gym. Like the treadmills usually go up to 350. Before, like every time I would go to a gym just to try things out, like the machines would make noise because I'm way too heavy for it. So why go and embarrass myself at the gym when I can do easier workouts at home that is working for me until I can get to where I can go to the gym? So they say I should have a cheat day. Me and cheat days have a very horrible history. I've been trying to lose weight for 20 years now. So I've tried every single diet in the book. And every time I had the chance to do a cheat day, that's where my diet would end. And it would be so hard to go back because every time I stopped and I had a cheat day, it's so hard for me to get back into the groove of eating healthy. So cheat days for me do not work. If you have a stronger will than I have, then yes, cheat days are great, right? But for me, it's just, I just don't want to tempt myself into quitting because it's so easy to quit. and cheat days are just that one step to quitting. That's in my mind. That's just for me. So trying keto, water fasting, intermittent fasting, dry fasting. You guys have asked me like, why haven't I started it, or are telling me that I should start it. I'm not saying that they don't work. Obviously they do. I've seen millions of YouTube channels where people are dedicating to keto and all that stuff. I haven't done keto, but doesn't mean I'm not going to. And now that I know that there's a vegan keto, if I still decide to be vegan later on, yeah, I'll definitely try it. But right now, I just want to get comfortable with the foods that I'm getting comfortable with now. And plus, keto requires to have a lot of fat in your diet, and I'm not a good candidate for that right now. Like, I have high cholesterol, hypertension. I'm not trying to get anything to block any more arteries that I already have blocked in my body. So yeah, I'll definitely try it, but just not right now in my diet. So someone asked me to suggest a nutritionist and a fitness trainer. I've been on many different diets, and I know what has worked for me. When it comes to eating, now that I'm vegan, it is a lot easier to eat because no matter what I eat, it's such a low amount of calories that I can eat again. I like that right now, and there's a variety of vegetables that I haven't tried yet, and I'm so super excited to try. Like, me learning how to cook these foods and me learning how to create these things is very important and enjoyable to me, because it's like a whole new arena of foods that I had no idea about. For a fitness trainer, my brother's a fitness trainer. He's the one that I've started with. About 60% of the workouts that I've done so far comes from my brother. And I just add a little bit here and there just to see what works for me. Like the yoga that I'm doing, it's all me, but he says it's a good idea. He thinks that me doing the yoga will really help me as far as getting comfortable with my own body and getting comfortable with moving more. And the weights that I go on arms day and stuff like that, like certain things, like you guys seen the previous videos back in, I think day 10, day 11, day 10, day 12, I don't know, in my 21-day challenge. That's when my brother really kicked in, and he was like, okay, here's what the workouts I wanted you to do. Because the first 10 days of my 21-day challenge, I did not work out. It was only the last 11 days that I was working out. And those workouts were mainly for my brother, and I'm still using them now because I've gained a lot more stamina, and I am doing a lot better with the workouts he's given me. So someone has asked me, what are the online exercises in yoga that I'm doing? I'm doing 30 days of yoga. And I'm doing that with Jessamine Stanley. She has an 8-minute self-love video. I'll put the link below in the description bar. And it's 8 minutes. And I'm like, if I can do 8 minutes, then I'm golden. The first couple of days of my 30-day challenge with her video, I wasn't doing it all the way through. I was doing as much as I can. But now that I've gained more stamina, now I'm going all the way through her video. So I'm very excited about that. And my moves have been improving. If you guys are already following me on Instagram and Facebook, I am posting those up every day. You guys have seen my progress. The other cardio exercises that I have been doing has been the Walk at Homes by Leslie Sansone or Sansoni and Kiera Lachey, her 3-mile walk. Her 3-mile walk is a lot. I only do that on days that I really need the cardio. Other than that, I don't really watch any, I'm getting more into doing cardio exercise videos. But before I even started that, I just started dancing in my room. Honestly, I wanted to gain stamina because now I'm able to do the whole 15 minutes of the week 1 of Leslie Sansone walk. Or I'm able to do the whole 3-mile walk with Kiera Lachey. It took me several breaks, but I'm able to do it now. Someone asked if I had any tips on starting my weight loss and losing weight. So guys, I'm only 6 weeks in. You know what? I'm actually going to give you what I wish somebody told me in the beginning when I started my weight loss journey. 1, be honest with yourself. We are able to manipulate ourselves. I remember saying this several times. oh, I don't have enough time to work out. Or I don't have enough time. Or I don't have enough money to eat healthy. Or I don't have enough this to do this. When I was going to school, I had time to walk at school. I had time to walk when I came home from school. Like days on I'm going through clinical, I had like hour lunch. So I could walk around. They had even like a little walking area at the hospital that I was doing my clinicals at. Like I could have done things, even if it was a little bit, but I didn't because I was making excuses because I was lazy. And I'm being honest, the laziness is real with this one. Laziness is real, okay? And I can admit that. But if I was really being honest with myself, I could have done those things, but I just didn't want to, so I made excuses for them. And in that way of thinking and doing that, I end up manipulating myself to think that I really didn't have enough time, because that was always the go-to excuse. To listen to your body. As far as exercising, a lot of people are saying, oh, don't do this, because I injured myself and did that. And in the past, I haven't listened to my body. Like, I was trying to push myself and go too far and then end up quitting because then, oh no, I've done something, I've done too much. And now, in the beginning, when I first started my 21-day challenge, I didn't work out for the first 10 days. Like, that wasn't a priority to me. Eating was a priority to me. So I learned how to just focus on what I was eating and trying to figure out healthier ways to eat certain things, and just trying to figure that out. And then when I did start working out, my brother was only doing warm-ups with me. So, you know, the warm-ups people do at the gym, that's what my brother was doing with me. He was like, just start learning how to warm up. And gradually you have more stamina to do other things, and then you can do other things. But just focus on the basics right now. Don't do too much. Like, go on a walk. Go on, you know, do little things here and there. But don't do too much in the beginning, because that's when you're going to be like, oh no, I want to quit. 3, go at your own pace. And that's with eating and exercise. In the past, when I've done other diets, I used to stick to that diet, go straight into it. This time around, what I've done is I gradually got into it. The first week of my 21-day challenge, I decided to just take out the carbs. When I say carbs, I just mean white starch. Instead of eating a regular potato, I ate sweet potato. Instead of eating regular white rice, I just ate brown rice. I was just cutting things out gradually until I got to the point where I am now. And in the workouts, if you can only do 5 steps a day, do that 5 steps a day until that 5 steps a day becomes 10 steps a day. Until that 10 steps a day becomes 15 steps a day. You know why? Because only you know how far you want to go for that day. The reason why I say go at your own pace, like the way I am, and doing it that way is because people don't know. Like, if you're listening to what everybody else is saying, people don't know what's going on inside your body. No one does besides you. When I used to go out with my friends and we're walking, right? And they're like, oh, why are you breathing heavy? I'm like, first of all, you're like 200 pounds. I'm over double that size. Imagine you carrying over 400 pounds on you and lifting that weight. It's gonna be hard. They don't realize it takes a lot of effort for you to do things. So just to recap, be honest with yourself, listen to your body, and go at your own pace. So in the comments below, let me know if anything that I've said in this video has helped you out in your own journey. If I didn't answer a question that you had, go ahead and put that in the comments also. Thank you guys for being such a great support, and I'm glad I finally did this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, click that little notification button. I don't know where it's at, but I hear everybody else saying it in their videos. And I'll see you in my next video.